What are some key trends that you guys think will emerge in the truckload market as we move through a volatile 2025? And how will carriers and shippers adjust strategies to manage within that?
Man, I think, one of the trends that we've been watching is the intermodal component being really dragging the demand side of the trucking sector. I'm watching to see how that sustains. A lot of shippers have shown that they're okay with some level of dwell time increase, service deterioration, as they kind of have this rolling storage situation moving. How long does that persist? Because if that network falls apart, and shippers back during COVID, the difference was they had to have their freight there moving as fast as possible. It was very much like we have to have it today. Right now, that's not the case because the order lead times have increased so much. If we see any kind of disruptive force in that space, the truckload environment could get a lot of injection from that. That's going to be one that I'm watching is how is the intermodal and trucking situation standing up? And the second one is this short haul trucking movement going to continue? And I think the first one has a lot to say about the second one, is that a lot of the trucks are being utilized for much shorter movements around these cities. And that's going to change the way that a lot of these carrier networks operate.
Yeah, and the flow of cargo is also important.
Yeah.
Like intermodal is largely a west to east, or is certainly north to south or south to north traffic as part of that. But it's really predominantly the volume is in that west to east lane. One of the challenges is the balance element.
Yep.
Is it's largely predicated on inbound containers from China moving freight off the West Coast across the country. If we do see a fundamental shift, you asked what was different between what we expected. I think one thing that has caught us off guard, sort of got me off guard, is Trump's attacks on Canada and Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, I think I certainly didn't expect to see the first set of tariffs first was towards Colombia, but that was very transactional. The first sort of like big tariff change was actually Mexico and Canada. Right. I didn't expect that to be sort of target numero uno, and I would have expected that Mexico and Canada would have been a beneficiary of the Trump economy and reindustrialization, and I don't know. I still think that's the case. But I think that's been one of the surprising things. And what happens with freight flow is it shifts, right?
Right.
Like if we had a pro North America and we sort of treated Canada and Mexico as part of that broader system, then I think you could make the really strong bull case on I-35. It's a little harder to make that right now.